Now, is it safe to say, and a matter of fact, I want you to raise your hand. If you have spent money today or this week, raise your hand. If you have spent money this month, raise your hand. If you have spent money and you don't even know why you spent the money on what you spent it on, raise your hand. Amazon, the Shein, the Temu, all of that. Raise your hand if you have put some money into something that's going to bring you money back in a return. Okay, okay. So not as many hands. However, I'm the one that's going to be able to show you how to not just go. We're going to make money regardless. No matter what, you're going to have money for your rent, your food, your whatever it is that you need. But we want to be able to make that money into money that you can repeatedly use versus just burn up in flames. Cool? So the average American has paid about $330,000 in rent before they decide to buy a house. Raise your hand if you know that if you pay rent, you are paying for that landlord's mortgage.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter if you're paying it with your name on it or if you're renting that place, you're still paying a mortgage anyway. The only difference is that when you go to move out, if you're renting, you don't have any money. You got to get the first month's rent, security deposit. You got to be able to move out on your own, right?
Yep.
Now, when you have a house, you can sell that asset to help you get another house or get, student loans paid off, whatever it is that you want to do. A home ownership is going to be one of the only things that's going to put you on the road to wealth in order to be able to have the funds that you need. So now, do we really know the difference between renting and renting? Means that you almost have predictable monthly costs. You sign a lease, it's $700, $800, $50, whatever it is that your rent is, and then it's supposed to stay like that, right? Now, how many people have rented a house, but the landlord sold the house? Or the landlord went up on the rent because. See, so it happens. So even though that we sign a contract to say that this is what the payment should be, sometimes there is some fluctuations. But theoretically, if you have a good landlord, he's going to take care of the repairs. Now, how many people have had a landlord that don't take care of no repairs? You have that greater flexibility where you can just get up and go when you want. 3-month contracts, 6-month contracts, a year contracts. And then you pay less up front. You usually only have first month's rent and security, right? But now when you go into owning, you have a steady interest rate. So if you lock in that interest rate at 3%, like some people did a couple of years ago, that is your interest rate. And so you decide to refinance and get a lower interest rate, which is the amount of money that you pay monthly. You have that stability. Can't nobody randomly sell your house from up under you. Can't nobody go up in any other things. I mean, taxes, but that's another issue. And then when you go to sell the house, you have an actual cash value or equity that you have been able to grow in order to help you onto your next thing, and as well as tax deductions. What the government wants you to do, they will give you deductions or credit for. So if you ever in doubt of should I do this, do I get a tax deduction for this? That means yes. But why is it that you're going to hire a real estate consultant or a financial expert? It's because we've already gone so far in life to get as far as we can go. And if we are not currently those Warren Buffetts or I forgot the Amazon dude.
Jeff Bezos.
You're right. If you do not become those people, you have to be on the road some kind of way, right? You can't just wake up. Well, some people do just wake up and be millionaires because they're daddies or whatever. But for the most people, we don't. We have to get on that road. So you need to have somebody who has that market knowledge, knows how to negotiate in your best interest. They can teach you the difference between an equity, so something that gains money, and a straight up money pit, something you're going to chat into. Some people say, I want a fixer upper because I can buy it low and then put money into it. Now, how much of a fixer upper is that? Is it just carpet and floors, or is it foundation, roof, electrical, all these other things where you want to make sure that you are not going in overall debt? You have those access to listings, grants, and resources, and you have somebody who does your paperwork. Why you hire a financial expert is because you want somebody to increase your cash flow. If you want to buy more stuff, you got to get more money. One thing that we don't have more of is time. So most people don't want 2-3 jobs, a salary, a part-time, everything else. They want to be able to just have positive cash flow where they can pay their bills for their needs and their wants and then still have some left over for whatever. We want to have increased credit because who knows that if you have higher credit scores, you have lower payments on stuff. Your insurance is lower. Your car insurance. I've had the privilege to know the difference between buying car insurance with a 500 credit score and a 700 credit score. A 500 credit score, your insurance payments between 3 and 500. When you get to that 700 range, now it's able to go down to that 100, 200. I've been seeing somebody with $80. And it's like, how did you do that? But a lot of it is just because they had the experts to help them get out of that overall debt, lower their risk when it comes to people lending them money and having access to that private knowledge. So what is it that you need to get a home? You need a credit card and or credit union. There's no such thing as coming with a bag of money. There's no such thing as buying a house with no money. You will always have to invest something into the things you need. Your credit score can vary. I would highly recommend getting at least a 640. That 640 credit score is going to give you availability to get all grants. Grants are not always just state. Sometimes they are national. So this is now free money that you can use to help you buy this house. Now you don't feel like you have to put 5,000, 10,000, 7,000, 20,000 down. You might only have to come in with 1,000, and then we use these other resources to help put that down. It is more beneficial if you do not have late payments within the last 60 days and you do not have overdraft fees in your account. If somebody's going to lend you money, they want to make sure that you have that cash flow coming in and you can control your money, because if you can't control the money you got now, why would somebody give you $300,000 to mess off their money too?
True.
And all of that can be done by just having a team of experts. The world is filled with so many people and you never have to do things alone. All you have to do is get aligned with the right people. Like if you guys have Miss Anita, you guys got Chuck, you guys got Richard Harden, Belinda Johnson, everybody in this room is somebody who's valuable in order to be an expert in some way of what they do. So just a matter of knowing that you don't have to know everything by yourself. Quick tips that I would give you is start saving. It's going to be stuff that comes up. Build that credit, have that good financial portfolio, work with those experts, evaluate future expenses. If you're going to buy a house and say you want to buy a fixer-upper, where are you getting the money from to fix the house up? Or are you getting now a secondary loan in order to fix that stuff up? How are you paying that? What happens if you get sick, divorced, or somebody dies in the family? What happens if anything happens? Do you still have the ability to hold that up so that over time you can gain that equity and be able to now have money for something you put in? So my biggest caveat is do not become house poor. Stop trying to appeal to the Joneses, other people. They don't care, and they're not paying your mortgage. You are. We want wealth, not bankruptcy. Raise your hand if you agree. Cool. So now when it comes to buying a house, it's really, I'm telling you right now, it's an investment. Anybody can be a homeowner, but there are silly homeowners and there are experienced and or common sense ones. So the difference is going to be, is the house upgraded? How long has it been on the market? How big is it? What's the overall property's conditions? What's the location? Are you buying the best looking house in the worst neighborhood or the worst looking house in the best neighborhood where you can grow into that and have that equity come up? Because there's nothing like, so my grandmother, she paid $30,000 for a house. Today, this house is worth over $150,000. So now she got her money back plus the investments. And when she leaves, she can now go ahead and put that towards another house. If she was just to rent this house for that long, she wouldn't have that. So now there are different people in the world, and some people are on like Section 8, low income, stuff like that. Do not think that that cannot get you into a home. You can. It works if you work, and it works if you have a full-time job. It works if you're self-employed. It works if you're low income. It works if you have a disability. It works on a general scheme of things. However, there is basics that all programs are going to want to cover. So if you're not familiar with Section 8, there is a housing choice voucher program. If you already have that voucher and or you're looking to qualify for that voucher, you just need to go to their website, make sure you do their information. It'll tell you, how much you can make. Do you guys see this screen or no?
Yes.
You see the income eligibility?
It's real small.
It's small. It's real small.
Totally born in. All right. So I'm not gonna go through all of this. Y'all can go ahead and click. You can tell me if you want the link. I'll send it to you. But any state that you're in, this is just the one in Arkansas because Miss Anita had asked. It'll tell you what the family size is and what your income limit is. If you make under this limit, okay, fine. They'll go ahead and help you get a house. They'll be able to put you into different categories. Now, who also knows that even though $20,000 is good money, you may still need more money.
Mm-hmm.
So just because you do not meet those requirements, it does not mean that you can't get in it. It just means you don't qualify for that program. And that's fine. What you're going to do is you're going to go to your state website. You're going to look up the grants in that area. And you're, hey, chill out. Don't mind my 2-year-old. You're going to find these different grants. Some of them are national, some of them are state, some of them are local. You're going to check your job. You're going to check your school. You're going to check your church. You're going to check everything around you because those will all have grants available for you. I am Stephanie Stewart. If you are interested in getting into a house very soon, I can help in all 50 states. I have a nice little portal. You just click the link, tell me what state you're in, and we will find a realtor for you. However, for those who may not qualify for that program and may want a different program, I have the pleasure of introducing a phenomenal gentleman that I was able to meet a couple years ago. And he told me about the importance of having experts, the importance of having a team, the importance of having people that know how to do other things than you may not know how to do. Mr. Richard Hardin, in just a moment, I'm going to ask you to come up, but it's going to be able to tell you how to eliminate these debts, these taxes, lower the bill so that you can get into this home ownership path. That way, no matter where you are, whether you are currently renting, you're looking for a rent to own, you want in-house financing where this program will finance a house for you, and or you have the high credit score, you have the job, you have the higher income where you can get into that platinum member status and then become that homeowner. But before we go ahead and talk about that, I gotta tell you about Chip. This gentleman right here, I had the pleasure to meet him a couple years ago. He's a phenomenal man. He has a heart of gold, but what I really love most is that he's been able to help change the trajectory of not only my future, but of a lot of people that he's had to be able to say, back then we used to make a party, but now I'm on a different financial track. Right now I'm on a different path to wealth. Right now I'm looking to help others increase their cash flow so they can have the things that they want in life. This phenomenal man is super fun and he loves to dance and party. He's Mr. Hollywood. They call him so flashy. However, I have been able to know him as a great gentleman that has been able to help me financially. And I would love to be able to introduce all of you guys to him so that you have that same partnership to help you get to those track of experts.
Thank you very much, Miss Steph. I truly do appreciate it, you guys. And before let her get away, you guys, let's give it back up to Stephanie Stewart just for really helping us understand the different options that we do have when it comes to home ownership. She is a true professional, has connections all across the country, like she mentioned. Don't miss out on taking advantage of an opportunity to network and connect. Steph, could you share your screen one more time with your capture page so they might get the ability to at least do a screenshot if they didn't get a chance to scan your QR code? Because we got to understand, you guys, your network is your net worth. The person that introduced you to this call just introduced you to a superstar in this industry, a person that has the knowledge to help you regardless of what your situation is. Don't miss out on being able to take advantage of that with a person with a heart of gold like that. So thank you so much, Steph, for what you do. Truly appreciate you, darling.
Thank you.
Awesome, awesome, you guys. We're gonna have us a quick conversation. This is supposed to be very, very quick. We're gonna be done in about 12 minutes. We don't want to be on here long, but we want to be sure we got your information. But I need you guys to just ask yourself a few questions. You guys just think through this on what has hindered me from purchasing a home right now. I need you guys to write down that answer for yourself, because I'm sure all of us had the desire. Was it the lack of motivation? Was the lack of income? Was the lack of knowledge? Was it the lack of knowing where you want to live? What's stopping you right now from purchasing a home where it has stopped you in the past? A second question: what can I do now to overcome that hurdle? I just need to make a decision. I just need to get out my comfort zone. I just need to stop understanding I don't just have to rent, or I need some help putting in the work to get it done. Ask yourself those questions, because until you make a decision to do it, it won't happen, right? Because I'm sure this might not be the first webinar you got on where someone is saying, I got a way of helping you. But you have to do the work and make the decision to make the move. What I'm going to share with you is the ability to have experts help you with that. Because once you make a decision to do it, you now have to financially be ready for it. It doesn't just happen overnight. It's a few things that have to be in place. So what we got a chance to do is partner with the company that helps put all that together for you. So not only am I about to give you the information, just like Stephanie did, or a little bit more detailed on give you the information, we're going to give you a system to implement everything that we talk about in the next 12 minutes and experts to help you along the way. All right. So if that sounds like a win-win situation for you, please give me the thumbs up. That sounds like something that's a win-win. And for those of you guys who are not on camera, y'all can still participate in the conversation. Right? There are reaction buttons on your device that allows us to communicate. Right? Make sure you're just talking to myself up over here, right? I'm going to share my screen with you really, really quickly, because we're blessed to work with the company. And I want you guys to write this down. The name of the company is MWR. I want you to write that down. MWR. That stands for Make Wealth Real. Now, the thing I love about this company is the fact they didn't say make wealth real for certain individuals, or make wealth real with a certain background, or make wealth real for people with a certain pedigree or a college degree. No, it's just make wealth real. And this is where lifestyle and legacy connect. And the reason this is important, because your lifestyle right now is where you currently live as part of that lifestyle. But the legacy that most people want to leave is at least some land, a house, a home for the people that's coming behind them. Quick question for you guys. Who on the line right now works very, very hard, not just for themselves, but because you got somebody you want to bless that's coming behind you and you want to get them a better step up in life? Give me a thumbs up if that's you. All right? If that's you. And owning a home is a great way to do that, because owning a home gives you the ability to use the home and still leave it for them when you're no longer here. But the key on this is owning, right? So what our conversation is not just going to be about buying a home. That's step one. After we buy the home, we have to own the home. That's going to be step two, right? So look, what MWR does is they have a membership they put together to help you through this, all right? And I want to share with you guys this up front. What I'm about to share with you has a 100% money back guarantee. 100% money back guarantee. Meaning if our experts, our strategies, our solutions don't help just pay for the membership itself and put you in a better financial place, you can get your money back 100% guaranteed. And the reason I put this slide up here up front is because I need you guys to do me a favor and bring your wall down, right? Bring your wall. I know you've seen a lot of things in life, and it has your wall up to protect yourself. Nothing's wrong with being skeptical. Nothing's wrong. There's a lot of crazy stuff out there. But at least you know in this situation, the very worst thing that can happen is you get your money back. Come on. That's the worst thing that can happen in our conversation right now. So let me show you some of the best things that can happen. Because if you got your wall down and you open to receive the information, you must understand that there's a system in place to help you with this. MWR offers a membership. And once you establish this membership, guys, it gives you unlimited access to certified financial planners, unlimited access to CPAs, and individuals certified with the IRS to help you through our entire process. Because the great thing about this is you have experts doing the work. What most people try to do is try to isolate their finances. So they'll say, well, I got a job, but I really just need to work on my credit before I buy a house. Think about this. If you need to work on your credit, that probably means you also need to work on your debt. If you need to work on your debt, you probably also need to work on your cash flow. If you need to work on your cash flow, you probably also might need to work on your income. It is all connected. And what MWR does is have a holistic approach of attacking all of them at the exact same time. And all you have to do is provide them with the information, and the experts do the work. Let me show you exactly what I mean. So one thing that we have to do is have to understand that we need to increase cash flow. Because in order to buy a home, you need to have some cash up front. You need to have something. And I know a lot of people, well, let me not assume. Does anyone on the line have a challenge with just saving money, just putting money up for that rainy day? Or is that just me, right? Because something always happens, right? You put in 800, then you got to go back and get 5. You put in 1,000, then you got to go back and get another 3. You put in 6, now you got to go back and get a whole 1,000. Because something's always happening, right? The car break down, somebody needs some help, the brakes has got to get done. It's always something. So what we're going to do is help increase that cash flow so you have some consistent saving coming up for that down payment that you need for your home. All right. The way we're going to do that is, one, help eliminate some of the debt. Your debt to equity ratio is going to be something they check. And we're not just talking about credit card debt in this particular situation. We're talking about all your debt. So that can be credit cards, car notes, student loans, medical bills, anything that can be paid off. You're going to load into this part of your membership, and they're going to systematically show you how to pay it off and pay it off in a reduced time frame. And I'm not just saying taking a 6-year car note down to 5 years. You can take a 6-year car note down to 8 months, depending on your situation, right? But that's going to, again, help balance off that debt to equity ratio. We're going to also talk about help you minimize your taxes. You guys, this is actually one of the largest expenses that we all pay, our taxes. And we're not talking about taxes that you just file at the end of the year. We're talking about the taxes that come out on your paycheck each and every single time you get paid. That's why when you look at your pay stub, you see the gross amount and you see the net amount. And then you get grossed out by the next day that took so much of your money. Anybody ever had that feeling before? Right. There's some legal, ethical, and moral ways of putting that money that you've already earned back into your pocket immediately. And we're going to have experts to help you with that. All right. We're also going to help you with your bills. And these are the bills you cannot pay off. For example, your cell phone bill, your internet bill, your trash bill. You load these bills into this part of the membership, and professional negotiators negotiate these bills on your behalf. And of course, we have our credit restoration team. Yeah, notice I did say credit restoration, not credit repair. Credit repair is like putting a Band-Aid over a broken bone. We do credit restoration where we rebuild and enhance your credit. So not only it goes up, but it stays up. And our experts work with you from wherever you are. So if you feel like right now you have bad credit, guess what? It can be good. Good credit can be great. And even great credit can be pristine. And there's a difference. Because I thought I had great credit. My credit was around $750, $760 all the time. But I got the membership. And since it came with the membership anyway, all I had to do was upload my 3 credit reports and I walked away. Then after about 2.5 months, I got my first notification. My credit went up to 805. Then it went up again to 811. Then it went to 817. Then look right here. They got me all the way up to 823. Y'all see that? Yeah, 823. Let me let you know. People treat you way different when your credit score 823. I promise you they do. I quickly go from Chuck to Mr. Harden right after they check that credit. Okay. So whatever your situation is, allow the experts to help you get that done. Because again, those are the things that you're going to need: cash flow, a down payment for the house. You need some money, right? You got to have some money in the bank. You're also going to need your debt to equity ratio to be balanced off. And you're going to need your credit score as high as possible. And again, Stephanie mentioned, we do have a home buyers program that's specific for individuals trying to buy a home. So if you've been reading over the last 2 to 3 years and you want to buy a home, they can put you in position to do that in the next 6 to 18 months. But all of it goes together. And I know somebody's thinking, okay, well, how much is this? How much does it cost? Because ain't nothing free. And you're right, right? But before I say how much it costs, understand the average cash flow that comes back into people using our membership is about $2,000 a month coming back in after the experts have done their adjustments. Think about that. $2,000 a month just from adjusting the things where the money's going to the government from taxes, money's going to the bank for debt, big business for just how you spend. All of that is reorganized and coming back to you so you can put it to work for you. And our membership, you guys, is only $149 a month. I need you guys to write that number down. Write down 149 equals membership. And the beautiful thing about that is the membership covers you and your spouse. So you guys don't even got to argue about who credit gonna get fixed first. They're gonna fix both of y'all credit. Both of y'all get to be debt free. Both of y'all gonna get the adjustments on your pay stub to increase that from you adjusting the W-4. Everybody gets everything. And there's no long-term contract and there's no long-term obligation. You're going to use this membership as long as it serves you. And it still comes with a 30-day, 100% money back guarantee. Again, you have nothing to lose. But think about this, you guys. If it costs $149 to get started and the average return is $2,000 a month, who thinks that's a pretty good investment to have for you and for yourself and you and your family? Give me a thumbs up if that's a good investment. Now, what somebody is thinking is though, well, what if they don't get me $2,000 back? What if you're right? That's the average. Let's say they get it halfway right and halfway wrong. And instead of $2,000 back a month, you get $1,000 back a month for a $149 investment. Are you winning? Please give it a thumbs up. Right? Let's say you get it 25% right and you get $500 back a month from a $149 a month investment. Are you winning? So we got to understand that we have to start somewhere. And this gives you an opportunity to start where you're not starting by yourself. You got a team of experts. And just so you don't think it's just one of us having success, I know Ms. Patton has been through the entire process of using our membership. And I just want you to share your testimonies on what the experts were able to do for you and your husband to put you guys in a better position to buy your dream home, Ms. Patton. You mind sharing that with us?
No, I don't mind at all. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so thank you so much for allowing me to share. I want to start off saying you're doing an amazing job. And just hearing this over again, I was on the side of the people hearing it for the first time and thought to myself, I ain't gonna be able to do it, or 149. I saw it as a bill, but I stayed on. I kept listening. I wrote down things. And then I said, you know what? I'm skeptical, but I'm also broke. And I said, one of them got to go. And so I did what Chuck said. I joined. I get paid the 149. And little did I know that 149 was a tax write-off, right? So I did the 149. My experts immediately told me what I should do. Y'all, they gave me a team of experts that put money back on my paycheck. That was the first thing it did. And it put $709 back on my paycheck. He's not just telling you something just to get you to get into something. No, literally, it puts money back on your paycheck because most of us are overpaying in taxes. And then my experts, and all I had to do was upload 2 of my check stubs and to my team of experts. They filled out a W-4 for me. I turned it to my employer. My next check went up $300 and some dollars, in all $709 a month. Then my team of experts said, hey, Ms. Patton, I need you to upload me your 3 credit reports: TransUnion, Experience, Equifax, your driver's license, and a something with your mail address on it, and we got you. When I did that, I uploaded it, and I checked back, and it said complete. And I was like, well, what that mean? 2 weeks, I got a notification. My score went up 36 points. That may not mean nothing to y'all, but 36 points. I paid so many credit repair people that way more than 149 a month. And
Mhm.
I didn't get that in less than 6 months, guys. My score went up 209 points. My husband's score went up 159 points
Come
because
on now.
he's included. Also, so both of our credit score. Also, they gave us a debt elimination plan, right? Because you can restore your credit, but if you're still in debt, what good is it, right? So they gave me a plan. I followed the plan, guys. I tell you no lie, I can prove it. From March 2020 to now, I paid off over $37,000 of debt. They paid off my car a year and a half early. My mortgage, they started off as a 30-year mortgage, and I ain't even told you about the mortgage. 30-year mortgage now is a 15-year mortgage. But they were able to put me through this program, guys. And not only did I get a house, I didn't have to settle on a house. When I say I got a 4-bedroom, 5-bathroom home that sits on an acre and a half, that's in a gated community,
Come on
and
now.
I got a 2.5, listen to me, a 2.5 interest rate on this house. I never in a million years thought that I could live where I live in Trustville. But those from Alabama or Birmingham, we know Trustville, right? Although I'd rather live in the city, Trustville is a nice area. So because I went through the program, yes, I was skeptical. Yes, I was, like, oh my God, should I? I did it, guys. And guess what? This was the kicker for me. When my credit went up so quick, I started sharing it. I got on Facebook. All I did was make a post. Literally wasn't looking to nothing from it. People got in my inbox and they asked me about the program, right? I told them, they got on the Zoom, they joined, right? Guess what? When 3 people joined from my link, I no longer pay a monthly fee, guys. In addition to, if you don't like it, you can get your money back. In addition to that, I paid maybe twice a monthly fee, and I've been, in it a while, right? Y'all, I already got the house, and I'm still in it. Why? Because the benefits, we just telling you a little bit. The benefits of this is just nowhere out there like it. And I'm so glad I went through this program because the home that I live in, my credit score eliminated debt. I could sleep at night now. I couldn't even sleep because I was heavily in debt. So I'm telling you, and I'm so passionate about it. I'm sorry if I'm coming off as I'm talking loud. No, I'm passionate. And I thought about it. I got Chuck, I texted him, I said, Chuck, I want to do that program that I did a while back. I want to offer it to some group of people that I'm in Birmingham, and there's a lot of people in there, and I want to bless them with what blessed me. And he was like, when I was thinking the other day about this, and it just shows you how God worked on both ends. He was thinking about it, I'm thinking about it, and I'm passionate about it because when God bless you, he don't bless you to sit on it. He blessed you so you can bless somebody else. And I didn't come to preach, but I just came to let some people know that if this program did it, if I can own a home, my credit was 504. I had so much debt. My debt to income ratio was horrible. If they did it for me, they can do it for you. And you don't have to do it yourself. You're going to get a team of experts that's going to do it for you. Thank you, Hollywood, for letting me share.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you all so much. Well, we're a little over time, you guys, but want to be sure that you got a chance to hear it. And this is the thing, you guys, it's not just a few people having success. I'm going to share my screen one more time because I want you guys to be able to take advantage and look at this too. Because I know everyone wants to do their due diligence before they invest. This is my Facebook page, right? So if we're not connected on Facebook, let's go ahead and get connected. My name is Chuck Harden. But if you have access to Facebook, if you click here in the search function and type in MWI Financial Testimonials, you're going to get to this page and you're going to see thousands of people giving their testimony on what the membership has done. with the bill shredder, being able to pay off and get his AT&T bill down $221. People being able to retire early from the military, right? They're investing in some of the things they were doing and paying off their cars, investing in precious metals. Like, and the thing I love about all these testimonies is you can click right here and see that this is a real person. These are real people having real results. So again, we're not trying to get you anything. We're trying to get you out of whatever financial situation you're in and be in position to be a home owner, because that's one of the keys to wealth. I believe the last statistic I was saying is that a person that is renting net worth is about 18 to 15,000. A person that owns a home net worth is about 80,000. It's a big difference, but you're still paying the same amount to rent as you do to own. You just need some help in getting there, right? And like Miss Patton said, a blessing ain't a blessing unless you can give it away. This has blessed us, and now we're giving it to you. All right. So get back with the person that put you on the line. Let them know that you want to just at least take advantage of the membership. There is an affiliate portion of this that Miss Patton talked about, where you can have an opportunity of sharing it with others, but get involved and let it work for you. Let the membership go to work. It's only $149 a month. That takes care of you and your spouse. There's no contract and no long-term obligation. You use this membership as long as it serves you, and it comes with our 100% money back guarantee. That's how confident we are that it will work for you. All right. So you guys, my name is Chuck Hart. I want to thank Ms. Pat for putting it together. I want to thank Stephanie Stewart for taking time out of her schedule, out of her life, just to pour back into people with what she's been blessed to not only be able to help people with, but build an entire career around putting people in the homes. I hope you got a chance to get her information. Let's all stay connected. Get back with the person to put you on the line. Let them know either I want to take advantage of this membership or I want to learn a little bit more information. Either way, my name is Chuck Harden. I look forward to hearing your success in 2025. And when you do have that new home and you had that first party, let me know. I love the line dancing coming. You know what I'm saying? I can do my little, you know what I'm saying, wobble and everything.
Him and his brother Richard, they'll burn up a floor.
You know, I even learned the Shamia dance. I want to crossover and everything. I want to do that one too. So let me come over to your house party with you at your new home. You guys have a great one. Talk with you guys soon. Peace.
Thank you, Hollywood.
No problem.
Thank you, everyone. Excellent.